Can you all hear me? I wrote this speech, this address myself. I've spent 48 hours trying to find the perfect thing to say. My address to you today is called The Prime Rib of America. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to do the same. And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. Unless there's a gay soldier in my unit, sir. Is the oath taken every day by service members of the armed forces when they enlist to serve their country. Equality is the prime rib of America. But because I'm gay, I don't get to enjoy the greatest cut of meat my country has to offer. There are amazing heroes here today whose stories are more powerful than any story I could tell, any fight I've ever fought, and any song that I could sell. I'm here because they inspire me. I'm here because I believe in them. I'm here because don't ask, don't tell is wrong. It's fundamentally, it is against all that we stand for as Americans. The Pentagon and senators such as John McCain have cited that the military is a unique institution. They have cited that homosexuals serving openly cause disruption to unit cohesion and morale. So what this means is they're saying that straight soldiers feel uncomfortable around gay soldiers, and sometimes it causes tension, hostility, and possible performance inadequacies for straight soldiers who are homophobic. And even though some studies have been done to show an overwhelming and remarkable lack of disruption to units with gay soldiers, or care for that matter, I will for a moment entertain this debate. As I am less concerned with refuting the fact that in the workplace, in any workplace, there are tensions. There's even more possibility to have tension when you're fighting for your life. But I'm more concerned that John McCain and other Republican senators are using homophobia as a defense in their argument. As the nexus of this law, openly gay soldiers affect unit cohesion, like it's okay to discriminate or discharge gay soldiers because we are homophobic. We are uncomfortable, and we do not agree with homosexuality, and I can't focus on the field of duty while I am fighting. We have a problem with you. Wasn't that the defense of Matthew Shepard's murderers? When they left him to die on the fence in Laramie, they told the judge, oh, well, Matthew's gay, and it made us uncomfortable, so we killed him. Oh, he's gay. It makes me uncomfortable. Send him home. As a side note, both Matthew Shepard's killers have life sentences in prison, and laws have since been passed that homophobia cannot be used as defense anymore in hate crimes in our judicial system. Doesn't it seem to be that Don't Ask, Don't Tell is backwards? Doesn't it seem to be, based on the Constitution of the United States, that we're penalizing the wrong soldier? Doesn't it seem to you that we should send home the prejudice? The straight soldier who hates the gay soldier. The straight soldier whose performance in the military is affected because he is homophobic. The straight soldier who has prejudice in his heart, in the space where the military asks him to hold our core American values, he instead holds and harbors hate, and he gets to stay and fight for our country. He gets the honor. But we gay soldiers who harbor no hatred, no prejudice, no phobia, we're sent home. I am here today because I would like to propose a new law. A law that sends home the soldier that has the problem. Our new law is called "If you don't like it, go home."